Yo, welcome along. Just having a quick look at this DLC. Don't know what to start with. I'm going to be really boring and start with a mower, I think. Ah, that's quite handy. 200 horsepower is not bad. That would power a mower. Let's get one of those with wide tyres and weights. Oh, what the hell, we've got to start somewhere. Let's get one of those. 200 horsepower will do for a small tractor. Is that a lawnmower? Yeah. Doesn't look like it's swath adjustable. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Oh, I wish it was swath adjustable. Anyway, I think I might actually just stick my mower on that tractor and see, because I can adjust the swath. Wrapper baler, how many horsepower, and you can change the foil colour. 145 horsepower. It's not. Oh, that's more like it. Is this round or square? Square. I like the look of that. Okay. Well, in the name of science, I will be selling these though. Yeah, I'm just having a look now. Dakota, yeah. Right, we've got a mower on the go. Let's get him going, and then we'll come back and see if we can find something challenging. Yeah, sorry about that. This tractor's just finished, unfortunately. I should have saved that field for a CLAAS to do. That seems to handle it okay. I've got a grass field ready, just up here. .32 miles an hour, standard. Missed my deuce file already. Ah, selected work mode, look. Swath dropping. That could be what I'm after. Tractor's understeering slightly, but it's not the biggest tractor, but it is within horsepower rating of this machine. So it's on swath dropping. Hopefully we get one swath behind, in which case it's a keeper. So anyway, I made this field earlier. I made it slightly uneven to give it something to do. We'll set it off on a worker. I want to see what this swath is. Well, that's just a waste of time. What's the difference between that and wide spreading? Struggling up that little hill. Okay, so it's not really man enough for this mower. Hey Dalton Gaming, everything's good, man. Just trying out the CLAAS thing. This tractor's not man enough for this mower. And the mower, believe it or not, that is swath dropping. It might as well be widespread. If it's going to drop a swath, at least make it one. We will stop it though, and we'll see what the other mode is. No problem, mate. Wide spreading swath. Okay, we're on wide spreading now. I mean, I just do not see the gain in that, the difference in these two. I mean, oh my word, look. How on earth in the real world is that going to make any difference at all? Right, this tractor's not man enough, and the mower is not really what I'm after. Might be right for hay, but hi, Stephen. Excellent. Right. Let's try out something else. Bigger tractor, bigger task. Hey Sanders Farms, welcome along. So that was the Arion. We'll try a Axion. I think they're doing more powerful Axion. Now that is a powerful machine. We'll give it some wide tires or something. Oh. just get this one out of the way. This is not something I'm going to keep. I might keep the tractor, but the mower, I prefer the mower I've got. It gives me choices. This one doesn't at all. Sounds quite nice. Check the lights. Same as the Fendt. Should go straight to 32 with 400 odd horsepower. Yeah. Good evening, golf cart. Welcome along. How are you, sir? Hey, Will. Just playing with these classy tractors. Going to give this one a bit of a test. Speed hasn't dropped at all yet. Still at 32. Just starting to drop now. Not bad though. Probably faster than the Lamborghini. And here we are. Here is the test field ready to go. Yeah, man. How are you, golf cart? I hope you're well. Just stick this one out of the way. Well, actually, I'm going to go and get the other one as well. Let's just make sure that's repaired. Same again, wide tyres and weights. Oh, it's so heavy it doesn't need weights. Okay. Wide tyres, and we give it maximum power, 530 horsepower. It's a bit of a brute. We will give it the same tool to tow as the other tractor. This is really ruining the finances of my map. Sounds quite sexy. Just want to see this. Thank you, Will. Of course I do. It's going to be a CLAAS farm. Right, we'll change that thing back again if I can remember how to do it. And in the name of science, oh, nice. Nice steering. I don't like those tractors that bend in the middle. This is a much better option. I quite like that steering. What are we going to plant? Doesn't matter because I'm going to go over it again anyway. Let's just make them both the same though. quite nice. Shame it doesn't do 39. But what is 7 miles an hour between mates, hey? Alright, golf cart. I look forward to that. Hey John, welcome. Welcome along. Hey Farmer Min, welcome. Welcome along. Hey John. Wow. Came out at midnight, John. So this one is noticeably faster than the other one that's doing 1 mile an hour, I reckon. This one's doing 4. I bet the other one's doing 1, and I always scroll the wrong way. Oh no, he's doing 4. But he did start behind the other one. Well, it should do. It's got another 100 horsepower. Right, I suppose we better think about playing with some combine harvesters. I'll just put this back as actually, if I'm not going to save it anyway, doesn't matter. Combines then. Go to the shop. Hey Hunter, welcome along. I was lucky I got the seasons pack at the beginning. 221. Might be better to actually go into the harvester section actually of the shop for this, because all the mods will be at the end, won't they? Here we are. 221 horsepower, 381 horsepower, and 790. You could use money can't. Who said money can't buy CLAAS? That could work. Right, I'm going to buy one of each. Oh, we can change the colour. What colour? I'm streaming, Yardy.
Evening.
Evening.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm trying to stream at the moment.
Well, you got that new DLC.
Yeah.
Any good?
Well, I'm trying to find out.
What map you on? Island.
No.
Flat map.
Yeah.
Can I join?
No.
Not yet.
I'm just playing around with this stuff. Right. Do the pipe test first. That is definitely high enough to get under a truck. I could test that theory quickly. Find a truck. Got one somewhere. Here we are. Forgive me for jumping off a cliff, guys, but it's in the name of science. So this is the tallest trailer in the game. Smallest class combine.
You
Yeah,
fight
easy look.
mods.
I do not see a 9-meter header fitting on there. Let's try that quickly. Hey Brappy, thanks for that. Not really practical, is it? With a 9-meter header. It could be done though. Could be done. We could put the right header on it. But I think you guys want to see the bigger combines anyway. So we'll probably get rid of this one. Let's get the next one up. Ah, he's a big boy, that one, isn't he? So how big is the header that combine is recommended to have? So that's recommended to have a 7.7 meter header. The other one's 5.5, which if it's recommended a 7, it should take that 9, which we can tow around. Sorry if you were looking to see CLAAS headers, but to be honest, if I can't tow a header around, I don't use it. So I don't like those things that they go on. Right, that folds and unfolds all right. Let's put the pipe out. You can see inside the top, which is always a bonus, so you can tell when it's empty or full. Blimey, I reckon it'll take an even bigger header. Well, it definitely says the Vario 770, but that big header's fitting on it fine. I reckon it'll even take the bigger one, which we will try. But we'll buy a big one for the other harvester anyway, and let them both have a go with it, sort of thing. That one. Sorry about the lack of CLAAS headers, but like I say, if you can't tow it, I'm not that interested. So we'll go over to the test field. I mean, that's as long as a case's pipe, isn't it? It's the flat map, John. Something I've been working on prior to this release to give the vehicles a challenge. Alright, cheers Will. Have a good one. Should have enough horsepower to yeah, cheers Will. It should have enough horsepower to power it. Is the pipe long enough to unload it? Yeah, I reckon you could just about get a lorry in there. Let the little one go first. See how far they get. This field's actually meant to be harvested across the gradient, but still maintaining the regulatory 6 miles an hour up this 1-in-1 hill. That is quite impressive. The only other combine, probably the New Holland, that would do that. But the other one's not giving up, look. I thought it took 20,000 litres or something. But I missed something. 25%, it's saying 4,600. That is not going to be a 20,000 litre capacity. Right, it can run the header alright, but it is a bit of an arse, this hill. So I'm going to put the 9-metre header on and then set them both off again and see if this can maintain the 6 miles an hour with the 9-metre header. I know the gradients aren't totally the same, but it's pretty close. This was an old pyramid once on this map. So see if the little one can maintain 6 miles an hour with the 9-metre header instead of the 12-metre header. Or actually, I think technically it might be 13.7 metres. Oh, I've lost one, Will. Was 213 all night. Anyway, not to worry. Oh, it's definitely got some oomph to it, this boat. Right, I'll go find the truck quickly. I want to see what the capacity of that Lexon is. I know it will say in the shop, but it's more fun to actually find out. I might speed time up and send them off on the other test field, which is uneven terrain rather than gradient. I don't think it's ready for harvest yet, but yeah, I can see it over there. It's not ready. It is a beast, that Lexon thing, isn't it? I'm just going to see what if there are any other fields ready, actually. Okay. Always press the wrong button. Come on, that field's got to be ready. Maybe not. Maybe it's the other field. That one. Oh, hang on. I'll go to bed. So we can see what's going on. Where's my house? There. $18,000, so I thought it took 20,000. Obviously not. And the other one, 11,000. You can easily handle that 9-meter header. I quite like that setup. I might use that actually for real on this farm. Sorry about Nightbot. I still haven't worked out how to work it. In fact, I'll probably take it away again. This one's just not quite doing it for me, but with a 5-meter header, I suppose you don't need to tow it, so it's probably quite useful. Bit slow on the ground, 15. Probably starting out on a small map, that would be fun. Oh, I want to plant grass. I want to put this back as grass. It's meant to be grass, so oh no, I'm not saving it anyway, am I? What am I doing? Right, I'm going to empty the combine, send them over to the other test field and see if they can handle that one, and take the tractors for a quick spin, see what else there is. But apart from that, I'll probably be knocking off in about midnight, Richard. Yeah, this is my class, the Touch of Class, I think the title is. That Lexon is a beast. Okay, has he got it as well? How is he? How is old Tiny? Oh right, okay. It just came at midnight, Richard. Just turned up in the Play Store, whatever. So I've tried the mower out. Not my cup of tea. You can't change the swaths. William, yeah, I know. I thought you'd gone. What, the little one is that, Richard? Is that the little one? It's a Tucano. I put a 9-meter header on. It's meant to have 7.5, but there's loads of room with the pipe. If a combine can't have a header you can tow, Richard, I'm not really interested. I think we'll set the big combine off on the harder side and this one off on this side. And I can't set it off because it's got wheat in it. Class 2 Carno, 580. So I haven't got a class header on here either, Richard. Oh, that 2 Carno, Richard, will power the this size header as well. But it didn't like it up this hill. Can't think why. It didn't like it. Oh, this has got wheat in it as well. But the pipe is a bit iffy, Richard. You'll struggle to unload it on the move. Possible. It's possible. But it won't be easy, look. There's a little bit to play with there. Now I'm talking about the little one, Richard. The Toucan. That can run this header as well. On the flat, anyway. I bought the header over, set it off, it was fine. Yeah, the Toscano can run the big header. It just struggled up that hill and the pipe's a bit iffy. I think you could unload it on the move, but it'd be tricky, but I think it'd be alright. Well, I was actually thinking of you, Will. I won't be. I just didn't want to say it. But now you put it out there.
شو need DLC?
Hey, Funny Bone. Welcome along. We're on the test field at the moment. They've both got non-class headers. Well, I think I like two of the tractors. No, the tractors are all right actually. I think it's all okay. Yeah, it's all right. 50 slots for one combine's a bit heavy, but the slots are just the same as John Deere basically. I don't think they're any better. I don't think there's a John Deere combine that's 50 slots. 55 even. The headers are quite slotty as well, but I'm using different headers. So the little one's catching the big one. Didn't expect that. But it's quite uneven terrain, and the wider the header, the more chances you are to hit something. It holds 18,000 litres, funny bone, and I'm running the 40, you know, the big header, the case header or whatever it is. I'm not running the CLAAS headers here. They're both ones you can tow behind. They're both slightly bigger than what the combines come with. In fact, the little combine can power that other big header. On the flat, it's fine. So very few misses. $45 what? Because the world is not flat, funny bone. Surprised the little one's quicker. So we've got a 9 metre and a 12.7 metre header here. Oh, send them this way, Richard. Right, I'm going to let those two turn round quickly. Oh, thanks, John. I haven't got anything to forage, but I can get it foraging grass, funny bone. Oh, I didn't unfold it. Night, Will.
Night, Will.
So I've got a dislike for not using CLAAS headers, probably. Alright, funny Ben, I'm just going to show that the middle size one can actually handle this header. You wait a minute. I wonder what happens if I try and fold the... Oh, it won't let me collect it till it's unhitched. You got to push the mods, Richard. You got to push the mods. Interested to see if this will unload on the slope. They often don't pick up when you're on a slope. Yeah. It's the hills that do it. Oh! I'm starting to miss my Tatra truck.
Told you then.
Why isn't it working? Why isn't it steering?
Okay.
I don't think I should have got the lowered suspension on this truck. Ah. Oh, I've been so stupid. The truck's got wheat in it, and this is something else. Where's the nearest sell point? Oh, it's just around here. Too much haste, sorry guys. Hey Rabbit Man, welcome.
Yes,
welcome
Rabbit
along.
Man.
What's that here? Where is my Tatra truck?
How can I be of service?
Yardy, is that
this isn't
you?
truly a social call. Of course not.
Oh, yeah,
You need
yeah.
my help. No problem.
We'll just...
So that's the medium size combine with the biggest header in the game. And okay, there's not much clearance. If you were going along, you might cause the combine some obstruction, but it can do it if you're that way inclined. It runs the 9-meter header perfectly, but just in the name of science, I put the bigger header on to see. Hi Kylie, welcome along. While that's doing that, we'll have a quick look in the shop at forage harvesters. 50 slots. Wow. $880 horsepower. Personally, I like the short pipes myself. Never put wide tyres on a forage harvester if you want to do poplar and stack up loads of forage harvesters, but we can do it now. I haven't got much to cut with a forage harvesters, but I believe I can just cut some soil or something with one of these. With that. What are those things? Oh, we better get a... Does it have a trailer on the back, this thing? Yeah, let's get my favourite trailer for a forage harvester. I think that could be an accident waiting to happen. It might, of course, it might not hitch up to this. No. Hey, Irish farmer, welcome along. It'd probably take a dolly and a lorry trailer, but anyway. interested to see if the truck can maintain 9 up the hill. Well, that's got some juice if it's doing 9 up there. It is about 1,000 horsepower though. Probably should have got the long pipe. Oh no. That is quite nice. There it is. Well, the combines are nice. If you're on a flat terrain, you could run the smaller combine with the larger header. Obviously, the large combine will take any header in the game. Let's just have a quick go with the forage harvester on the bumpy field, and then I'm going to have to call it a night. I've got a meeting in the morning. Yeah, it is quite a nice looking piece of kit. What, the Anna Burger? The Anna Burger trailer, I just tried it. I didn't try for very long. This is a real rush because I've got to go to bed, so I'm just trying to get through anything that I can, really. Yeah, I don't like dollies. I did say at the time it would connect to a dolly. I will use a different forage harvester in order not to have a dolly. If I'm farming for real, I won't use a dolly. And that trailer won't connect to a dolly anyway. Well, the hills don't slow it down at all, but they shouldn't with 890 horsepower, whatever it is. Yeah, I know it'll connect to a dolly, Ronnie, but I don't want to connect it to a dolly. All I said was it won't connect to that trailer, which it won't. The trailer I want it to connect to, it won't connect to. But yeah, that's why the game's so great. We can all play it in our own way. I'll just stick with my Chrome 580 and the trailer connected on the back if I need a forage harvester. Or my New Holland or my Russell Marsh. All of which connect to that trailer. It's only the big ones that don't. Right, I'd say that's a success. It's quite fast as well. Yeah, this is PS4. Oh, they're all 9, so no performance gain on the others. Right, that worked. Believe you me, I'd rather have the wheels, Ronnie. But I know what you mean. Especially as I'm trying out different header lengths and stuff. It's just a lot easier if you can tow them quickly. It's got red wheels, so it matches. It's got white, red and white. It's not too bad. Actually, I want to set this off on a bit more of a sideways slope. See how much slip we get. Okay, so on the uneven terrain, the smaller one was faster, but up a straight hill, the bigger one with its 1,000 horsepower, whatever it is definitely quicker. I better find the truck to empty these quickly. Yeah. Oh, I think it zooped up more than that. You had engine options. Oh no, not on the Lexion. Only on the Jaguar was there engine options. I think I'm going to run the Class 2 Carnos on this farm. I think the Lexion struggles with my uneven fields slightly. Only because the header's so big. Any combine would. I did testing yesterday with John Deere's and big headers. Well, I think we better back up here. Not convinced it unloads as fast as the Ideal. Not convinced. That wasn't a full load then. Yeah, so will a Fent 1050. And it will do 39 miles an hour. I doubt it'd pull the Seed Hawk up this hill anyway. So that's got a lot of oomph to it. I should have brought a Fent 1050 out. I can't remember how fast the Fent was when it ploughed this originally. This has got a little bit more horsepower, maybe 15 or actually 13 more horsepower I think. So I doubt there's much in it. It will be about traction. This is longer and bigger, it probably grips better. I'm going to go get a Fent 1050 quickly. That is going to be my last test of the night. If the game doesn't crash. Yeah, shame that it won't connect to that trailer, that forage. Only two I think do. The Crone 580 and the Russell Marsh one. Don't even think the New Holland one does. So we'll do a little test here, the Fent 1050 versus the CLAAS, whatever it's called. Never put jewels on my farm, I'm afraid, Ronnie, and it makes no difference. All it does is make you more likely to crash into things. Some people like the look of it, but I never put wide tyres on forage harvesters because then you can't stack up 6 of them in a line to harvest popular. Never put wide tyres on a trailer, more likely to catch things when you're in your yard. Yeah, I know, but we're not in the USA. Oh, it's quite a lot longer, isn't it? Right, as the Fent has got less horsepower, we're going to let the Fent go first. Oh, that's nice. I'm in the UK and it's well past my bedtime. Oh. There's not much in it at all. Don't go that way. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see what they're like going back up the hill, but I really have got to get up early, and it's already really late. But yeah, thanks for coming in and watching. I hope you found it interesting, possibly a little bit useful. I hope I haven't upset anyone by not using the right headers and stuff, but I just wanted to get going, and it was just easier to tow headers and stuff like that. The main thing is to see how they perform. Basically, a header's a header, though. They all work the same, don't they, in the game? So. Cheers, Ronnie. There's nothing in it between these two, though. I think on the very steep bits, maybe there's literally nothing in it, though, really, is there? But there's so little difference in horsepower, and the Fent's actually probably lighter. Yeah, it is late. Yeah, I've got to get up at like 6:30 or something. So, but I had to wait for this to come. When I heard I was getting it at midnight, I had to have a go. And literally, I did no planning. I just went in the shop, I spent 4 million on CLAAS kit in about an hour, but I'm not going to save this anyway. This map's not finished. This is the flat map. I am going to make it into a CLAAS farm, so feel free to come back anytime when you see I'm streaming the flat map. It will have a corny title probably, and yeah, come and see how the CLAAS stuff's getting on. I must say, I do think the Fent has actually pulled ahead slightly, which surprised me, but it might not be a fair test. The other one might have a slightly steeper bit of hill, so there's nothing in it really. Look at that, there's nothing in it. So don't forget to do all that funny stuff that Nightbot's on about, and I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you very much. Cheers. Bye bye. I'll just leave you with a picture of the where's it gone? Hey John, no worries mate. I'll just leave you with a picture of this slowly being beaten by a Fent, but it might have a steeper bit of hill. I haven't measured the gradient to the millimetre, but it's not, I mean, it's not a bad hill. I am going to be running one of these rather than the Fent anyway. Certainly for a week or two. See, on the really steep there, look, it looks like it's slightly faster than the Fent on the last bit that's really steep, but the rest of it, the Fent's slightly faster. I should have bought 2 Seahawks over, but I haven't got time now, I'm afraid. Or 2 massive colts, something really hard to pull anyway. Oh, it's tempting. Yeah, thanks a lot. Bye bye.